I wanted to talk about Chelsea because they have had some weird results in the last few days. First of all, they've played two matches, so they had one this morning, but they first played Leicester and actually won this game 2-1 after they had a red card pretty early on for Gallagher, and
Yeah.
but still managed to go on and win. So they played, but then today they lost to Southampton. So they actually played better with 10 men than they do with 11.
Yes. Now, Southampton. There's Hootle has come out and said he thinks that there's something special
Yes.
brewing at Southampton. See, now this just leads me to think if you throw back to Bournemouth, if they keep Scott Parker for another year and a half, they could be beating Chelsea too.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there. But yeah, Southampton, they look good. They've changed their shape, is what I noticed about Southampton.
They have a very young squad. All of the players they
always
signed
do.
are young guys, and
They always do.
I think they made very positive moves because their goalkeeper, Bazunu, I think he's really good. From what I've seen so far, he's great. And then that guy who scored for them, I think his name Lavia.
Yeah.
He's a new signing, and I believe he's very young. I think he is. I'm pretty sure he's the young one. But they've signed, a lot of their players are young and energetic.
Yeah,
and
that Romeo Lavita.
Lavia, yeah. He scored an awesome goal in that game. And there's a guy with a like a double. He's got a double-barreled name.
Ward Prowse.
No. No, another one. Another one. I mean, Ward Prowse is really good too. We've obviously praised him on the podcast before. I'm just looking them up now. What is
Bella.
Yeah.
Bella
Kotchap. Yeah. So he's only 20, and he's starting centre back now too with Salisu. And yeah, he's been good. He's been very good. And I actually thought Salisu was kind of really bad, but he seems to have been looking a little bit better. Huh, no way. Me and Mohamed Salisu have the same birthday. That's fun.
Basically twins.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Well, he's 23 though, but and that guy Lavia, he's 18. We're just talking about Chelsea and Southampton. How Southampton beat them.
Oh, that was I haven't seen the Southampton game, but I saw their win against Leicester.
Yeah, they played better with 10 men than with 11. So
than with 11.
Well, see, that was funny too because Gallagher got that red card. So then in the second game, I was talking about Chelsea's defensive problems, and I was completely right. They have swapped to a 4 at the back. Because they had to play, Azpilicueta had to play right back, and then so it's Koulibaly and Chalobah.
Silva.
Oh no, Silva. And Silva. You're right. Yeah. So
Thiago Silva and Chalobah.
And then, but then, as soon as that was sort of because swapping to 4 at the back kind of solves that issue, the centre back issue temporarily. But as soon as that happened, and Gallagher got the red card, that happened at the same time as N'Golo Kante and Kovacic were both injured. So then they had no midfielders. So they had to play. Well, they still have Jorginho, and then they put Loftus-Cheek back in the midfield because he was playing sort of filling in like right wing back and things like that. And then they played Mason Mount played back in the midfield. So because before Mason Mount they'd play a midfield 2 and Mason Mount would go forward, but now they play a midfield 3. They've been sort of changing it up with every single game just because of injuries and red cards.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's more conducive to failure than the red cards themselves,
Well, both of them were 2 yellows.
Well, and they were both deserved.
Yeah.
So Koulibaly and Gallagher, both of them. You like, if I was Tuchel, I would punch them both in the face. Like what? Like,
Well, he can't say much. He got a red card. He's got a red card too.
Well, I'd punch myself in the face. Straight up, like, what are you doing? But I'll just sit them both down here. You're on a yellow. What are you doing?
Yeah, I know. So Chelsea are just in a bit of a shambles, and Southampton are looking pretty good. I was just saying before you came back, I was just saying to Ash that they have signed a lot of young players. So their new goalkeeper, Bazunu, he's 20, and then that guy who scored that screamer goal, Lavia, he's 18, and then
good goal.
And then the other one is Bella he's 20.
Yeah, defender.
He's 20.
Very impressed with his effort in the Man United game.
Certainly. So I think, well, it from what it looks like, both Bazunu and Lavia came from Manchester City. So I think Bazunu might be a loan. Yeah, Bazunu's a loan, but Lavia was a permanent signing. So for what was that? Say 1.8 mil for Lavia. What a bargain.
That's unheard of, eh?
Oh, sorry, no, that's his market value. What was market value 11 mil, I think he cost. So yeah, but that's crazy. So, you know, as a football manager career with Southampton, it's nice to see them doing well. It's yeah. So yeah, well, it's funny. I was just thinking about this just before we started. Like, the Premier League is so funny you can look at a squad one season and be like, they're a pile of shit. Everyone sucks. But then the next season, you're like, oh man, all of these guys have so much potential. It like turns around so quick.
He's gonna buy a star or two.
Yeah, like it changes so quick in the Premier League like that. But hey, look, no, full credit, man. They beat Chelsea, and that's funny.
They beat Chelsea, and that's funny.
Yeah, don't need to say more. It's like, look, if we can't have Arsenal losing, I'm happy for it to be Chelsea. That's fine with me.